Don Lemon on CNN said, if you're an African American or you're Jewish, you've got some explaining to do if you're defending Donald Trump. And so I ask you this, who the hell cares what Don Lemon has to say? Some media backbencher. How dare he tell us that we have to explain anything to him? And yet this is the intolerant left dressed up over there on CNN in every damn airport you go into. What's with that monopoly? Kim, back to you, Manchester, New Hampshire. You have
hypocrisy that's insane. They can never actually speak on point when you bring up an issue or ask a question. It's always a deflection, and they want to sit there and call you the bigot, you the racist. It's insane. And I guess my question is, who's the check and balance for our media? Who does?
Well, there isn't any. You know the answer to that.
Well,
I'll give you another example. When they talk about the Kennedys, how come they don't talk about the Kennedys bugging Martin Luther King's phone? Richard Nixon didn't do it. Dwight Eisenhower didn't do it. Ronald Reagan didn't do it. How come history of the Democrats, even though the Republicans, trust me, are not perfect, but when it comes to race and segregation and so forth, they try to claim the high moral ground. The media try to claim the high moral ground. They're all responsible for our history, aren't they?
They very much are, and it's sad because we used to have standards, and it seems like the standards are cherry-picked. And
anybody in high public office today that supports the Klan?
No.
Do you know anybody in high public office today that supports the neo-Nazis?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Do you know anybody in high public office today who supports the Marxists?
Absolutely not.
Well, I do. Bernie Sanders as an example, and as a matter of fact, the entire progressive movement is built on that. And Marx is responsible for killing tens and tens and tens of millions of people. That's what his philosophy did. I mean, you and I condemn it all. You and I condemn it all. And I had one senator say to me, look, that's you can't give 50% to the supremacists and 50% to the Antifa. I said, well, who's doing that? It's a plague on all their houses.
Absolutely.
And if you are going to call out the Klan by name, I don't have a problem with that at all. So why won't the media call out Antifa by name? Instead, you heard Sarah Sidner, CNN correspondent, defend Antifa, make excuses for Antifa. And she's not the only one. Don Lemon did exactly the same thing. They're protesters, don't you know, who are countering fascism, down automobiles, while they shut down Seattle, while they march on the inauguration. Violence on college campuses when